Okay, for the record, I'm against like people like losing stuff for like let's say you say something that people don't like. That's fine. That is fine with me, to be perfectly honest. Like I don't like cancel culture, and I don't like people suffering consequences just because they have opinions other people don't like. This story I'm about to read, though, I gotta admit it, I got kind of a semi from reading it. Well, no, actually not kind of. I really got off on here, just seeing this headline. I thought, you know what? This would make a good video to talk about. And what it is this from Buying the Comics. Arnold Schwarzenegger's bodybuilding event loses major supplement sponsor Redcon One over Arnold's comments on mask mandates. And following the actor's recent comments about the mask mandates, Aaron Singerman, fitness entrepreneur and founder of the bodybuilding supplement Redcon One, has announced that his company will no longer sponsor Arnold Schwarzenegger's bodybuilding events. The actor gave his controversial comment during his recent interview with retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vidman and CNN's Brianna Golodriga. I don't know if I pronounced that right, declaring that those individuals unwilling to get COVID-19 vaccines, like if you don't get the poke, he's basically saying screw your freedom before labeling said persons as schmucks. So yeah, after much deliberation, we have decided at Redcon One to no longer sponsor the Arnold Classic or any of the Arnold events around the world, and also no attend the Arnold events, said Singerman in a video posted to Redcon One's official YouTube channel on August 16th. Over the years, I've overlooked a lot of stuff. You probably too. He continued. I've overlooked a lot of stuff with Arnold where I said, well, that's just Arnold, right? And because we loved him so much that we just kept overlooking and overlooking and overlooking. Well, unfortunately, his most recent comments. So when someone says "screw your freedom," dumb, I can't. Freedom, I can't. And Redcon One can't, in good conscience, continue to spend, hundreds of thousands of dollars sponsoring the person or show with a name honoring that person, Sigerman concluded. As to why he made the decision, Singerman explains that it was not made out of partisan divide or because of political ideas, but because of his own belief that America is great because there's freedoms. Good. Arnold is free to say the things he wants to say, right? Said Singerman. And he may say things I totally disagree with. Somebody else may say things that I find disgusting. That's what makes America great. You have the ability to say I have the ability to disagree. I vote with Redcon One's dollars, and I don't want to be any part of that. Redcon One's founders also explained that America is great because people should be able to choose whether they want to wear a mask or get the beer bug vaccine, going on to question Schwarzenegger's decision to call people schmucks for disagreeing with him. No, he's an elitist Hollywood guy. What did you expect? Adding that America is great because, in theory, it allows for people to choose whether they want to wear a mask or get the COVID-19 vaccine. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. Singerman further asserts that he doesn't want anybody canceling Arnold since he's not for canceling anybody. I'm not for canceling anybody, said Singerman. Don't cancel Arnold, but don't support him if you're me. If you like it, go there. I won't be there, unfortunately, so if you're looking to see Kai Green and the rest of the Redcon One athletes or myself, unfortunately, you won't. According to Singerman, he has been attending the Arnold Classic events for the past 15 years, even sponsoring the bodybuilding competition for the past 10 years because he looked up to Schwarzenegger and considered the actor to be a personal role model. In a related Instagram post, Singerman described Arnold as a guy who had nothing and no advantage, who never made an excuse and created a tremendous success, adding, he became an icon based on his work ethic and his charisma and his grit. Anyone who says screw your freedom is un-American, and Redcon 1 is a patriotic, pro-freedom brand, Singerman declared. We support freedom of choice. We don't want Arnold censored or canceled. We just can't support his opinions with our dollars. As evidenced, the fitness entrepreneur makes his patriotism very seriously, takes his patriotism very seriously, meaning that his calling Schwarzenegger un-American is a serious proof of how disappointed he is in his bodybuilding role model. Just recently, for instance, following the controversial withdrawal of troops by Joe Biden administration, Sugarman shared a post on Instagram in which he thanked the veterans who served in Afghanistan for their service. Dear veterans who served in Afghanistan, he wrote, you kept terrorism at bay for 20 years. You served with bravery and honor. You were there for those serving alongside you. What you did matters to us sincerely, the American people. As if any further proof of his patriotism was needed in 2020, Singerman stated that Redcon 1 Foundation, which focuses on providing financial support to United States military families that have experienced a hardship, that is seeking to extend their outreach to multiple families as they grow. We make sports supplements, protein powders, protein bars, pre-workout, and stuff like that, but from the very beginning we wanted to be purpose-driven, said Singerman in an interview with Newsmax. Redcon 1 stands for the highest state of military preparedness, so we're a very patriotic, military-focused brand from the get-go. As for Schwarzenegger, following the controversy sparked by his comments, the actor admitted that even though he still stands by what he says, he may have gone a bit too far by calling people schmucks. I'll admit calling people schmucks and saying screw your freedom was a little much, even if I stand by that sentiment, said the former governor of California in a recent editorial he wrote for The Atlantic. Oh yeah, because that's always a good rag to read. But there is nothing that I'm more passionate about than keeping America great, and it's the only subject that can make me lose my temper. And that's the article. Again, I do not like messing with people just because they say stuff I disagree with, but at the same time, what Schwarzenegger said is kind of emblematic of Hollywood elites. They have no problem surrendering freedoms for personal security. That's what I would like to say. Schwarzenegger, I can't comment as much. Like, I hear lots of things about him, and he says that he wants America to be great, but at the same time, he's from Hollywood, and Hollywood has shown time and time again they're the enemy of what the people want. It's all about their side winning or what they want winning, and nothing more. At least that's what I take away from them, and that's the article. As always, I will be posting a link in the description below. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and have a nice day. Remember, the game was rigged from the start.